Hello everyone. Here I will explain several topics from group material 1 to 5 to fulfill the midterm test language learning assessment. Let's go. Procedure of evaluation. According to Muhtar Buhari in 1972, the learning evaluation procedure is carried out through 5 stages. Number 1, planning. The planning stage includes the activity of formulating evaluation objective to be implemented. This goal must be adjusted to the goals to be achieved in the educational program. A counseling teacher conducts an evaluation aimed at obtaining fairly complete information material about the student he will guide. The aspects evaluated are usually about interest, talent, attitude, and social relationship. Evaluation method to be used such as inventory, checklist, interview, observation, or test. Number 2, data collection. Examination of result and scoring, where teachers collect data on student learning progress from various sources such as exam, assignment, and observation during class. Number 3, data verification. After the scoring is complete, the data is then grouped based on certain criteria such as high and low scores, genders, or other criteria according to the purpose of the group. For example, student data can be grouped by a specific rank of grades to find out their level of understanding of the subject matter. Number 4, data analysis. After the data verification process is complete, the data is then processed or analyzed using statistical analysis technique or non-statistical analysis. Statistical analysis techniques are used to identify relationships between variables and measure the statistical significance of findings. While non-statistical analysis techniques focus more on narrative or descriptive understanding of the data. Number 5, data interpretation. Interpretation is intended as a statement or decision about the result of an evaluation. This interpretation data is carried out on the basis of certain criteria that have been rationally compiled or have been standardized. Teacher can make inferences regarding student learning progress, the effectiveness of teaching methods, or further learning needs. Interpretation of evaluation result can be in the form of statement or decision expressed in the words good, enough, bad, high, low, medium, pass, not, pass, and others. Bloom taxonomy. This taxonomy was issued by Benjamin Bloom, psychology educator at the University of Chicago in 1956. Bloom's taxonomy in the cognitive domain in 1956, there are 6 levels, namely number 1, knowledge, involving the recall of fact, terms, basic concept, or answer without necessarily understanding what they mean. Number 2, comprehension, demonstrating an understanding of fact and ideas by organizing, summarizing, translating, generalizing, giving description, and stating the main ideas. Number 3, application, using accurate knowledge to solve problems in new situations. Number 4, analysis, examining and breaking information into component parts, determining how the parts relate to the one another, identifying motives or causes, making inference, and finding evidence to support generalization. And number 5, synthesis, build a structure or pattern from diverse elements, reorganizing elements into a new pattern of structures for generating, planning, or producing. And the last, evaluation, making judgment based on criteria on standards through checking and critique. Then in 21, there was a fundamental change from the revision of Bloom taxonomy, namely knowledge become remembered, comprehension become understand, application becomes apply, analysis become analyze, synthesis becomes evaluate, and the last evaluation becomes create. Based on score interpretation, there are two types of tests commonly used in evaluating language aptitude. Number one, norm reference test or INRT. Interpretation of score in norm reference refers to comparison of an individual scores with another set of scores. For example, if a student scores in the 90% on an educational exam, it means that 90% of student tests obtain a lower score than that student. In other words, a ranking of 19% indicates that the student ranked high the data set test. This interpretation helps assessing the extent to which student achievement compares to a broader set of population or group, thus providing a better understanding of student learning progress in a broader context. And number two, Criterion Reference Test or CRT. Interpretation of scores in criterion reference refer to comparing a person's scores to a preset standards or criterion. For example, if a student scored 45 out of total of 15 on an English exam, this means that the student has met the standards set to the pass class. Thus, criterion reference place more emphasis on individual achievement against established standards, rather than comparisons with others. Terms of good grade. Number one, represent the content of the curriculum to be tested. This means that the grade must cover all material that has been taught in the curriculum in a representative and proportional manner. Any topic or competency that is important in the curriculum should be reflected in the grade. The grade should also take into account the level of depth of understanding expected from students of the different types of questions to be used in the exam. Number two, the components are detailed, clear, easy, and easy to understand. The detailed grade contains detail related to the material to be tested. This detail helps teachers to plan a comprehensive test. In addition, a clear grade will ensure that each test item has clear instruction, so that students can understand them well. Finally, easy to understand grades will make it easier for teachers to use these grades in the evaluation process. And number three, the question must be made in accordance with the indicators and form of the question set. This means that each question should reflect a concept or skill measure by predefined learning indicators. In addition, the form of question used must also be in accordance with the needs to measure student understanding or skill effectively. Types of validity. Number one, content validity refers to the extent to which a test or test includes material that is relevant in accordance with the purpose of the test. In other words, each test item will precisely measure the concept or skill that's supposed to be measured, so that the result will provide an accurate picture of the ability or knowledge of the individual being tested. Number two, criterion validity refers to the extent to which a test or measurement correlates with the desired criteria. In other words, the higher the correlation between the test result and the desired criteria, the more valid the test in predicting or assessing something according to the desired goal. Number three, construct validity is the ability of a test or measurement to accurately measure or assess the construction or characteristic in question. For example, if a test is designed to measure intelligence, then construct validity will determine the extent to which the test actually measures desired aspect of intelligence, and not other irrelevant factors.